Oi, get out of it!
Welcome to the Out of It podcast. Today's guest, Joel Vinsen. Let's go.
So I had, because I really wanted them to say yes to me doing a show.
Yeah.
So when I pitched it, I said I'm going to do some music in it.
Yeah.
And then I had to figure out how I was going to do some music in it.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Is like, I'd never seen you done musical stuff anywhere else.
No,
I'd
stayed away from it for ages because I wanted to. I think when I got into comedy, I wanted to have a bit of a break from, like, I needed something outside of music because I get too consumed with stuff. And then I've done a little bit of it, and I've kind of been putting it off because it's comfortable. And then now I'm at a weird point where, like, comedy's pretty comfortable, so now it's a bit nerve-wracking putting guitar back in it. But what I ended up doing with it, I had like a kind of opening credit thing. I made some funny images, hopefully funny images of the jokes, and then made a little like a theme song to it that I played. Yeah. And then the guitar also, like you kind of, when you do an hour, for me, I've got to figure out how to MC it myself. Yeah. So I kind of MC'd. I had like everybody walked in when people were walking in, and I was playing sort of background jazz in character as like Vinsen, jazz guitarist, is like a little projector up, and I had like a fake glasses and nose over my actual ones. It was kind of like using the guitar to MC a bit and stuff. And
that sounds like a nice little vibe setting niche kind of thing. That doesn't sound terrible then.
Did like one song in it and then played like an outro track and just like little bits of guitar between jokes, but not heaps. I didn't use it that much, but I had it on for the whole show.
And so what was the strategy of using the music to pitch the show?
So because Comedy Fest, like they accept you in based on your pitch. So I wanted to make the pitch sound interesting. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to do, put music in it. But also because I had for a while been thinking I should really put music in. I should start, this will like make me commit to actually doing that. Yeah. So that's what that was about.
That was just the idea. Oh, nice. Okay, well, as soon as we've started, I've forgotten the two things I wanted to talk to you about. But, there we go. We're talking about Comedy Fest. How did winning the Billy T actually, change anything? Did it?
Man.
Are you now in the Illuminati? What is going on?
That would be great. No, it hasn't changed anything yet. Well, I'm definitely getting some more gigs, and it's easier. Like, I've been pretty lucky with stage time for a while anyway, but I'm getting a bunch of spots because there's not heaps going on at the moment. And I don't have anything to stress about with comedy, which is mean because it was a pretty stressful, lead up to it. And I reckon it's like, I feel for me to enjoy doing comedy and for it to work, I've got to find shit that I'm doing real funny. Yeah. And then sometimes because like some of the stuff that I find really funny takes ages to work or it never works. And then having that's a little bit of validation that it's like, okay, like I am good at this. Like I can stick to what I want to do and not like pike out and go into stuff that I'm kind of not so into, if that makes sense.
So kind of like not calling it hack because it's hack, but just being like falling into the stuff that works because of
totally
whatever. Yeah, just because it does, but it doesn't interest you.
Yeah, for sure. Because I reckon that's the hardest thing is when I'm like got something that I really want to work and I just can't fucking make it work. And then I've got a couple of jokes that always work that I'm not as like fond of, but they always work. And then that's always a real for me. That's a really frustrating thing with stand up. I'm like, why can't you fucks like laugh at the thing that I've agonized over for 3 years? And it's like just doesn't work like that, And
so is the having sore feet thing one of those ones that you really like and want to work?
Totally, yeah. But I'm not so emotionally attached to that because it's pretty new.
Oh, nice.
The bit with that doesn't work yet is the sore feet beat, and everything after that works pretty good. But the actual bit about having sore feet, no one else thinks it's funny. But I've just got because I haven't found any punchlines in it. But I just think it's really funny going on for ages about having sore feet and how good it is.
Yeah, because I only think that only came to my brain just like, what's the nichest thing this guy talks about? His feet for 25 minutes. Yeah, he did.
So it's like that sort of shit. Like I'm trying to, that'll be the bit that I'm trying to get going where I've got this long bit about, I just thought it'd be really funny to do like a long bit about shorts. Yeah. Just because it's like short and long. And then that's kind of like, I reckon I got that reasonable and then I kind of got distracted by sore feet, but I've got to come back to that. But it's just weird shit like that. It makes me laugh heaps.
Yeah, it's good. Let's go. Come on now. And so with the starting stand-up to distract yourself from music, right? Because obviously I I mean, we might as well be in freaking, what's that guy's name? Rick Rubin's bloody Wet Dream right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of guitars in here.
Yeah. So obviously, well, I say obviously, I assume when you watch bands and stuff, you're analysing it the same way you'd watch a comedian.
Oh, no, not so. I'm pretty good at turning that off, eh?
Oh, okay.
Like, weirdly, because I went to jazz school and stuff and I played music my whole life.
Yeah.
But when sometimes I will be like, I should work out this bit of music that I've liked or like listened to for ages, and I won't have ever thought about what they're actually doing. Like, sometimes I will, but I can turn it off pretty easy. Because I feel like that can definitely ruin music for people, if you're constantly in like analytical brain being like, oh, this person's doing this chord progression. But for me, I'm pretty good at like just being caught up in the sound of it.
Yeah.
And I can turn the analytical thing on if I want to, but then also I'm not like, if I just hear something for the first time, I can work it out pretty quick if I've got a guitar in my hand. But if I don't have a guitar in my hand, I'd be a bit hard pressed sometimes to write down exactly what it is they're doing.
Oh, okay. Because I was just thinking like, I assume you do the same with stand up as well. So it's like, what do you turn to when you want to just enjoy something and not bloody over or freaking analyze the shit out of it? Because to me, that's like going to see bands. I couldn't have the foggiest clue about what the hell they're doing up there.
Yeah.
Might as well be magic. So yeah, no. Interesting.
I think stand-up's like that. They're like, if I really fucking find something funny, I'm not thinking... I will be thinking about why it's working and stuff, but normally I'll just be really finding it funny.
Like, sometimes I've watched a couple specials lately, and it's like... to start with, it's like, oh, yes, very analytical. But then they freaking get you with the, like, it's so good that you just, like, fall into the trance of, like, this is stellar.
Yeah, totally.
Holy shit. But yeah, that takes, 10 minutes to get into, and sometimes a YouTube video can't be bothered.
Yeah, for sure. You want to hide the tools, I reckon, eh? If they're, like, I don't want to be, like... I don't want to be listening to something and being like, I see what this person's doing there. Like, so there's got to be some sort of, like... I don't know, for want of a better word, it's like a bit woo-woo, but like X Factor or some sort of vibe that the person has that is like... The
charisma.
Totally. Because you can have really well-written jokes that could be said by anybody, but I think for me, all the people that I like have a way of delivering them that's fun. Like Mitch Hedberg, like I can listen to Mitch Hedberg over and over and over. Yeah. And he's got in terms of like written jokes that you could repeat and quote, and anyone could say them funny because they're just such strong jokes, but he's still kind of... He's got his way of putting it across that for me hides the working, and I'm never thinking, oh, that's why that works, or not analysing it because it's just funny.
He's the character. You've invested in the character.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. He just gets me straight away. I'm like, hey, I'm not. Yeah, I will like analyse it sometimes, but I'm not.
But you don't have to.
There. No.
Yeah, nice. And because I heard you started with improv.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you did improv? You still do that?
I try and go to like classes when I can, which ends up once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't done a show in fucking ages, but I've got 2 coming up on the weekend, which will be interesting to see if I'm still into it. And I did a clown workshop yesterday, which had a bunch of improv in it.
Oh yeah, with Barney.
Barney, which is great. So I haven't done an improv show as such in ages, but I'm still kind of keeping my foot in it because I do really enjoy it when it's good. It can just be a bit happy. It can be like a bit too
happy-clappy,
optimistic, and like overly positive in a way that really puts me off sometimes. So.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that. I've only seen one improv show, and it was the case like everyone's getting like coming out and being introduced, and it was like, this is too much enthusiasm. No one's granted this much enthusiasm just yet. What
totally. Just for me, it feels fake and put on.
Yeah, it feels creepy almost. It's like you guys are like psychotic clowns with that much enthusiasm. What's going on here?
Yeah, totally.
But I just like heard all that, then started learning about like is it Snort or Snot or whatever the one, and it's just got like every big name that's ever been big, and it's
they were great. There's this really great improv group,
and so I was just thinking to myself, like, is improv almost necessary to be that much better at stand-up kind of thing? Like, do you feel like it helps? I
reckon it helps heaps, for sure. I mean, I think I don't think it's necessary because there's a million good stand-ups that have never done improv, but it's real helpful for sure in terms of being present and like just ad-libbing and riffing and writing. It really helps with a lot of the kind of improv exercises and games that you do, I reckon, are real helpful with writing. For sure. So
because like how would it be helpful?
So like classic improv game will be like called I'm a Tree. So you have everybody standing around and somebody will walk in and start and make like an offer. So I'm a tree, and then everybody else will come in and do things that are relevant to that. So another person will be like, I'm a squirrel and I'm an acorn. I'm somebody who's going to shoot the squirrel with a bow, so on and so forth. And then the person who started will choose one of those people to continue. So it might be like, I'm an acorn. And then everybody starts again. It'll be like, I'm a pie. So you're just kind of making these links between things, like into infinity, I guess.
Yeah,
which is really useful.
And you just keep doing that. You start to write down. You're going to find some pretty abstract stuff.
Yeah, totally. And we'll just kind of go further and further away from what it started with. I think that's probably an example of it. And having to classic thing of what Snore would do is they would have someone doing a monologue, and I don't even know where to look with these things. Do people watch the video?
Yeah, people. I don't know.
Okay, sick.
I never look at the camera. I'm only ever looking at it to see if the friggin' camera's still recording.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
In case we miss some gold, eh? Snore would have like a monologue, so they get an offer from the audience, or someone would be like, grass, and then one of the people in Snore would like do like an ad-lib on grass for a few minutes, and then they'd base scenes off that.
Yeah.
Or loosely off that. So a big thing with that is they see grass, you might think, okay, like grass, mowing the lawn, weekend jobs, and you might start a scene doing a paper route.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's kind of like linking shit together really quickly. So
yeah, as soon as you started talking, all I could think of is every 10-minute long super odd bit that Guy Montgomery's ever done.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So you can kind of see the working of it, because it's kind of that's that thing of like linking things together.
Yeah.
And also just like because improv is not always like when it's really good and really funny, it's often not like punchline funny. Like a punchline will often end something. It's often funny because you have like what the person is doing in the moment. So it's like more like delivery funny. You know, some people are just real fucking funny, and you can just hear them like just talk about what's in their diary.
Yeah.
And that's funny without a punchline. Improv's like that a lot of the time. So it definitely teaches you how to like sit in something without needing to find a resolution.
And it kind of shows you the difference between comedians and comedic actors.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because, I mean, at least myself, I've been researching stuff, Uladi, Da, and like you hear the term comedic actor get thrown around a lot, and it's like, still just an actor.
Yeah, what's a comedic actor? Is it just an actor that does comedy?
I guess so. Yeah. Like a Amy Poehler situation.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, you always hear about them doing a lot of improvised like scenes and stuff. But then, because like all I can think of about acting is like, it's not an art. They're just getting told what to do by the director. The director's doing everything, or the writer, or whatever. Yeah. So it's like, how much is the actor doing the art? I don't know.
I always wonder about that, because it's like you must, if someone's a really good actor, they must be able to. Surely they get some say over what their lines are and stuff.
I have no clue.
They have to, because it'd be weird if you're like, who's a really good actor? I don't know, like Christian Bale or something. It would be really hard to write lines for him that would be the way that he'd do it. So I'm just trying to think of like, American Psycho or something.
Because I'm just thinking they're getting hired to do a job, and the director wants them to do this job. But then, because then I heard, what's that guy that did that Hannibal Lecter movie?
Oh, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, I saw him doing an interview, and they're like, how was it to do this character? And he's like, I did what I was told. It wasn't that hard.
Oh, yeah, right. So maybe it was actually just written and he just looks creepy.
Yeah. But either way, that's just a guy verifying my theories.
I reckon it's way creepier when old people do scary shit, because they're kind of like evolutionary, where they're like off-putting anyway. Like someone was telling me this, that it's like, I don't know whether this is true or not. This is spicy misinformation on your podcast.
Oh, bro, this thing's nothing but misinformation.
Yeah, this is where we're at. But someone was telling me that like we're evolutionarily, I don't know what the word is.
Yeah, sounds good
wired
enough.
to like find old people gross as the older they get. For I don't know what the reasoning behind. Maybe that's because they're like more likely to pass on illnesses. I don't know, but I just feel like it's way creepier. Like Anthony Hopkins is way creepier as Hannibal Lecter than, I don't know, who's like a Pedro Pascal. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just way less convincing, because he's like, he looks like someone that you could trust in any situation. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like if Pedro Pascal was trying to sell me a car, I'd be like, okay, like he looks like kind of official.
Yeah, and he's much more convincing than the rabbit version that they did for some reason.
Yeah, totally. But then Anthony Hopkins trying to sell me anything, I'd be like, why is this old dude talking to me a little bit, So I don't know,
Oh yeah, like I even saw some like I don't know what weird wishy-washy freaking TikTok I saw, but it was like a story of like an old guy who didn't want to retire. He's like, get me back to work, but he was a salesman.
Yeah.
And so that made me think, fully of the case of like, imagine this like guy that should be retired trying to sell me something. It's like, go home, brother. You don't need to be doing this. I don't want what you're selling, and you don't need to be selling.
Yeah, that's rough, hey? This like in the States when you see like older people like still having to work, which probably happens here as well into retirement.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be like that. I don't have a retirement plan, so I'm still going to be trying to make people laugh.
Nice. Oh yeah, literally.
Telling the same jokes and shit.
Gonna hope you've got the presence of Ron White by the end of it.
I hope so too, yeah. It would be real bad if I never got any new material that was funny and I was just still doing my eating ass set or my water birth joke when I'm like,
now my feet really hurt.
Yeah. Well, that would be more believable, I guess. But yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Like one of my friends, he works at a trade depot, and we went there for some reason to get like a washing machine, and I didn't see him, but I saw his dad. I was like, what the hell is your dad doing here? He's old as hell. And he's like, he's just bored. He wants something to do. And so I was like, oh, good on him. Carry on.
I reckon that's a generational thing, eh? Like, I do like having a routine, but I'm never short of shit to do when I don't have to do anything. Yeah,
I mean, when I'm sitting at home, like, last week I had fuck all to do because we usually work for Dad, but he was away. Ooh-la-di-da. And then had no shows or anything to do, and so fuck, I've not been bored in my life this week. Okay. Holy shit! I finally understood why retired guys play golf 24/7.
Yeah, because you have to have something. You have to have something you got to be at something or something. Yeah, it's fester.
Yeah, it was craziness.
It's good to be bored though, for creativity, I reckon.
Yeah, as long as I'm not freaking spending 17 hours on my phone.
Yeah, that's the issue, mate.
That's the challenge. That's the poison. Yeah. But then also thinking about the content stuff the whole time. Yeah. It's like, fuck. I mean, it's like doing research at that point, but that's what you tell yourself. Yeah. Because, what is your, you said you're working on the content stuff. Like, what's your current theories?
Oh, so by working on it, I mean, I keep saying to myself, I've got to do some social media. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with working on it. And I got a couple of loose concepts, and then I was like, I'm going to buy a new phone. Yeah. So that's about where I am with it at the moment. But I'm like, I have to get onto it, I think, because I got to be, of everybody that's won the Billy T, I've got to be one of the lowest profile people. Do you know what I mean? Like when I did my Wellington run, because for the Comedy Fest you have to do a week in Wellington, a week in Auckland, they sent me an invoice at the end of it. Because ticket sales didn't cover the venue hire, because it's like nobody knows who I am. Yeah. So at some point it is, no matter how much we whinge about it, and some people don't because they like it, but it's just important. So I've got to figure out a way of putting myself on the internet in a way that's going to make people want to come to shows, I think. Yeah, that's why I've started doing this, because it's like, I think at least the easiest version of that. Yeah. And I'm not doing it for now, I'm doing it for freaking 5 years from now. Totally, which is what Joe Damon always talks about, you sort of doing putting all the place and shit now that you're going to need. Yes, exactly. That's what I heard, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, good on you. That's mean. I just started going back through all of the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast episodes right from the start. Real. Yeah, and they're funny right from the start. That's the Wild Wild West. Yeah. So it's like, you get, totally. It's like doing gigs, you just get better at it as you go on. And because especially with the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast kind of thing, it's like the two comedians that are just there the whole time, no guest situation, or maybe a guest here and there. But those are my favorite ones. Yeah. Where it's just 2 guys or 3-man podcast, no guests or whatever. Because I don't know, you just invest in the characters. Yeah, totally. And I mean, that's why I like the ones I like. And so, I mean, I'd like to do that, but I haven't found anyone to do it with yet. Well, that's what you have to have a rapport with someone that you can sit down and talk shit with for an hour. And consistently, that's kind of a rare thing, eh? Literally, that's half the reason I'm in my head being fuck, I moved to Auckland, blah blah blah. Because in Hamilton, I've got no peers. Yeah, that's a difficult thing too. I've got fellow comedians, but they're all 100. Yeah, right. There are heaps of older comedians in Hamilton, eh? Bro, they love this stuff. It's craziness. So. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about. That's potentially a good thing to do, unless you can do it over Zoom or something, which I think people do, but it's a bit of a weird vibe. Doing it. Yeah, I don't like those Zoom ones. I mean, David has been doing them good. Yeah. Those Couriers. Oh, yeah. But that's more of a, information. It's
that's like a lecture.
resource, rather than trying to like riff with someone and be funny and have a chemistry.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, like some people have been like, oh, I can't, but what do you want to do over Zoom? It's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to learn those skills.
Yeah, no, it's also just a bit of a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. So like, have you got any idea about how you would do the social media stuff, or is it all a blanket I should?
Oh, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my set from Last Laughs at Sky City filmed, and I'm going to upload that.
Yeah.
And what's been stopping me from doing that, because I work in high schools teaching guitar, I was like, well, what's going to happen if some kid gets online and sees, like, I saw the guitar teacher talking about eating ass. But now that I got this award, it's sort of like a little bit more legitimate, and I went and talked to both head of departments at the schools, and they were both like, talk to the principals and stuff, and it's all good. So it's like if one of my students finds something online, that's kind of on them, really. Yeah, I'm not emailing it to them or promoting it to them. So that's kind of been a thing for a while. It's like, I want to put up stand-up clips, but I don't want it to be taken out of context. Yeah, and for someone to be like, because I'm not earning anywhere near enough money off it that I don't need a day job. So that's like the concern, but I think that's like, I think that'll be all good now. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is just upload stand-up clips. Yeah, nice. Because even then, like, have you seen the guy that does drums to stand-up? Oh, yeah, I have, I think. Yeah, that's real fucking funny. That's a good concept, eh? That's class. Like, I mean, it's not funny, but hell, it's satisfying as anything. Yeah, hard, yeah. So I was just thinking, like, how could you do that with the guitar going on? Couldn't tell you, but there'll be some way to do it. I read Joe Damon's always saying you just do something for a while and don't be. It's like doing stand-up, right? Don't worry about being good at it, and just you'll figure it out. Yeah, just starting, I think, is a big thing. Yeah, literally. Like, bro, I didn't know I could make this many mistakes when I started doing this. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Shit. But yeah, the stuff with the school kids, like, there's one of the bros in Tauranga, Tim. Oh, you know Tim Shipton? Yeah, like, he's a school teacher. Oh, right, and he puts stuff on the internet all the time. It's like, really? At least I'd be riskier about it, like yourself. And then I was just talking to a year 9 recently, and he was telling me how they were getting in trouble for someone was making AI videos of the teachers. Actually, that is actually going to be, it's going to be a get out of jail free card, because you're going to be like, oh, it must have been a deep fake. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so eventually AI video will get so good that how are you going to have proof of a crime? Oh yeah. Because you know what I mean? Like, then you're just going to, I didn't break into their fucking house and steal the microwave. Was it AI doing it? Yeah, just the same guy, Tim. He's got some mean jokes about the AI deepfakes. Pretty good ones, actually. Oh, sick. Like something along those lines, except very uniquely different. Yeah. It is so fucking funny that kids are making AI videos of their teachers. Yeah. Because like, not great, but it's really funny. Literally, like the year 9 was telling me he went to this. He's going to the same high school I went to, and he's like, oh, they're really mad at all of us. I'm like, what? Surely not all of you. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, they keep pulling us, having assemblies with us, all this stuff. It's like, well, how could it possibly be that bad? And then he's like, oh, someone keeps making AI videos of the teachers and posting it. It's like, of course, yeah. That's a uniquely recent problem. Yeah, that's funny. Oh man, when I was at intermediate school, there was this teacher that taught another class called Mr. Barry, and he always would have a big wet patch on his pants. What? And I thought it was real gross. You know, like, he just didn't know how to, like, use the toilet properly or something. And, like, I reckon he should be retrospectively immortalized in AI. Like, if someone did a real good AI of Mr. Barry, there'd be like, I don't know, 300 kids from West Auckland who are now like 40 who would crack up at it. Okay, the 300 views. Yes. That's class. Inspirational. Oh, yeah. So how's it been running the Cafe 39 gigs? It's pretty good. I reckon if anybody is listening to this who does comedy, you should definitely run a gig. It's the best way to get stage time. And it's pretty straightforward. I reckon the way I do it is just make a spreadsheet for the whole year, and people can book in dates for whatever reason, and then just try and cycle it through so everybody gets on, everybody gets a turn reasonably regularly. And yeah, it's good. And the best thing about running a gig is I get on stage all the time. Yeah. So I reckon... I don't understand this when people run gigs and they don't put themselves on every gig. You know? Kenneth is real disciplined with that. Like, he doesn't put himself on every gig because he's trying to make it good. But also, I would be like, even if somebody comes to the gig and is, I'm sick of this fat cunt with a moustache, I would still put myself on every time. That's like the whole point of it. So
Yeah.
I'll do 10 or like 12 and go long, and then be a real Nazi about telling everybody else to stick to 6. So it's mean. It's good. It's like
It's class.
stage time, and then you can kind of like, yeah, it's great. There's no downsides to it, really.
Oh yeah, because in Hamilton at least, because I would talk about running shows and stuff, and Dad's like, you can't fucking put yourself on every show. Like, what are you?
Oh, of course
all
you
this
can.
stuff. Yeah, but he's like, he's still traumatized from Tom Lucas.
Oh, what did he put himself on every show?
Yeah, he was. He was the reason it failed, and he was on every single show.
Right,
and it was like, it was the problem was too much Tom Lucas, and I was like, and so he's sitting there going like, you can't do that.
Is he your
Come
dad?
on. Yeah.
Oh, nah, I mean, good on him. If I had a comedy club, I put myself in every show. It must have
Yeah.
that can't have been the reason it didn't work. You know what I mean?
know.
Like, as if you had like a really good show and it's just Tom for 5 minutes bombing or something.
Oh,
It's it's not going to ruin the show. You're just going to be like, that guy just bombed a bunch.
that was not the case.
No.
It was only ever 4 comedians, like 3 nights a week.
And then Tom Lucas was always one
Was
of them.
emceeing
Yeah.
that? So,
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm still firmly on his side. I would do that too.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
So,
100%. Still put yourself on.
Yeah, you got to. Otherwise, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. The point to that was Dad was traumatized about that.
He's just seen the same guy too much. Your dad was.
No, he was just like, it's just like burned into his brain that it was ruined because there was too much of the guy that was running the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But either way, that's just this situation of always have better comedians than yourself on. Like,
Oh, for sure,
be
yeah.
the worst comedian on the show, which is always what you aim to do.
Yeah, it has. You want to learn from being around people that are really good at it, eh?
Yeah, always excited when I'm the shittest one on. It's like,
Yeah,
let's go.
totally, yeah.
Hell yeah. Come on now.
Oh, man. Yeah, I bombed. It must have been a bit of a surprise to some people when I got that award because I bomb all the time. I'm always trying shit. It's like, always pretty variable. So you have to.
Well, that's what bloody Henry Yang was talking about when he was talking to David Krause. He was just like, everyone was surprised that I won the Raw because I just go places to eat shit.
Yeah, totally. You have to. You gotta bomb, eh? Which is like, if you're running a gig or a comedy club, I reckon that's a good place for it because, the promoter's not going to not put you on because you are the promoter.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think I got to have this battle with myself. It's like, try new stuff, repeat the old stuff, improve old stuff. Like, what should you be doing? Like, I mean, there's no real rules or coaches.
Nah, it's just advice and shit for it.
Because then you hear the stories of the like top guys like doing the same show 100 times.
Yeah.
And then they like record it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, sweet. What should I be doing?
Yeah.
Like trying new stuff the whole time or running stuff like refining delivery? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one, because there's so many bits of advice for it. For me, it's like I've just got to feel like it was worth my time doing it.
Yes.
And sometimes that's like I want to just run new jokes, or maybe the crowd's really good and I'm like, I'd feel bad if I just did a whole lot of new shit, so I've got to make sure that it doesn't go down too badly, or maybe I'll be working on a bit for a specific thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon all that advice, in my opinion, is all worth listening to. But also, everyone should feel free to just do what they want, and within reason.
Because definitely, like the making it worth your time thing. Like, at least like when I'm driving here, it's like, I guess it's until you're getting paid. There's no expectation to outdo yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Unless you're trying to impress someone that might give you money one day.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, like when I come up to Auckland all the time, it's kind of a situation of don't just go to Ding Dong to be like, cool, I did a thing. Like, you're going there with a purpose to do something, and it didn't just drive for an hour for nothing. Like, don't fuck around, baby.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you got to it is good to have a good set in front of people so they see that you can do comedy. But then also I feel like a lot of getting on shows and stuff is just having a good rapport with people.
Yeah.
So it's like, how we always talk about winning the audience over on stage. I feel like a big part of comedy is doing that with the other people that are also running stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I like someone outside of comedy, I'm like way less... I notice less when they bomb because I already think, they're a good comedian.
Yeah.
Whereas if someone turns up and is real funny a few times, I'll be like, that person's really funny, but I haven't talked to them outside of it to know that, okay, they're not insane. Do you know what I mean? Because you do have some people that are real funny, but are also just real units that are completely insane, and if you book them on something, there'll be be drama, or there'll be some bullshit around it and stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah, because like even just a couple of like the really big dogs or whatever, they're just so intimidating after the show.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah.
like, what? I'm not going to come talk to you because you're too scary.
Yeah.
But even the situation of like, is the goal not to just do shows with your friends, kind of thing? Like whenever like the American like structure of like headline feature host, you get to go headline around the place and bring your friends.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that not the goal? So it's kind of like, yes, of course I'm going to do a show. Like I like when people book shows and they just call it like me and my mates, like Corey Gonzalez doing like Corey Gonzalez and Friends kind of thing. It was like, because then no one can accuse you of only booking your friends because it's advertised.
Yeah, totally. It's
I am.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing wrong with just booking your friends. Like if you're putting in the effort to like making a show, like that's your show. So just book your friends.
Yo,
if you're, I mean, like if you're doing a show, if you're making an effort to run stuff, like you kind of get to say how it's run.
Yeah, it's just that's what I think of when I see how generous fellas like yourself and like the people at Ding Dong, or anyone that's giving people the opportunity to try it for the first few times that are clearly going to be not great. It's like, oh wow, that's when I really see like the generosity of like, wow, you guys are nicer than me.
Yeah, cheers, bro. But also, it is. Like I really like being part of making a good scene and giving people spots and opportunities and stuff, but also to have a good scene for everybody, you have to have a good scene at all levels.
Yeah,
is totally a thing, because you have to have a variety of mics, and some of them have to be shit. Yeah, like that's real. I reckon people underestimate the importance of good shit stage time. Oh, bro, I love coming to Ding Dong. Yeah, you got to have shit gigs. You learn so much, and it's like, yeah, me too. I love Ding Dong. Ding Dong I feel like is one of the gigs that I've consistently like work the most stuff out at. Yeah, it's so low stakes, and if you get a giggle, that means the world. Yeah, totally. And it's fun, and it's like I always enjoy Ding Dong. So you got to have all that shit's really important. Yeah, and even if you just gotta have that. You got to have people that are like, it's real satisfying seeing people start and improve, and then you got to have people who are stepping up and running shows, all that shit. Yeah, if everybody who was below below a raw level stopped, I reckon it would eventually like work its way up to the top and the whole scene would be fucked. Yeah. So I reckon that's a real important thing. Oh, that's cool then. That's good to hear, because running the weekly open mic, not obviously, I always say obviously, it's only obvious to me. Running the weekly open mic, you've got to running the weekly open mic, I guess since it's weekly, you've kind of like, if people want to come back again, they don't want to see the same people, so you've got to have more of a constant refreshing of the comedians kind of thing. Yeah, so I guess even with that situation, it's like, sweet, any and all kind of thing. I don't know, is that what you're thinking when you're doing it? I think so. I just try and we'll think about the lineups for sure, especially the running orders and stuff, and trying to cycle through so everyone gets a go. But then there will be some people that get on more in terms of like, if people are more experienced, then it's great, because it's like you can put Jack Hansen anywhere and it'll do well. Yeah. So I can be like, okay, I got 5 people who are brand new, and then I can put someone here who will like save the gig, So, yeah, nice. What was the question again? I'm just fucking random. I don't know. Oh, like the recycling of comedians. Oh, yeah. I think, I don't know how many people actually come back to open mics. Yeah, I don't know either. Because I've always thought that. I was like, you want to kind of build an audience that comes back every week. Yeah. And we seem to have like varying numbers there. Normally it's like, okay. And you have a few like people in comedy that will come to all the open mics and see everybody bomb. And I think they just come regardless of how good or shit it is. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, even if you have a good open mic, I don't know if it's still good enough to entice people to keep coming. Yeah, people that show up to open mics deserve purple hearts. Yeah, my God, they are war heroes. They are really. But if you're watching this and you don't, you should definitely come to an open mic. It's a good time. Yeah, especially if you ever feel down about yourself. Yeah. You won't after the open mic. There's a podcast that we need. There should be a podcast just dedicated to trying to convince people that don't do comedy to come to open mics. Yeah, bro. Well, I only the first time I even went to an open mic was after I went to a couple like proper shows, like at Last Laugh, and then went to a Last Laugh open mic, and I always held comedians like a pedestal. But as soon as I saw one open mic, I was like, oh, I didn't know you were allowed to do
this bad?
Yeah, totally. So has anyone got you into comedy? Because Last Laughs was opening down there and you went and saw some shit.
Yeah, because I was always
cool.
like interested in it.
Yeah.
But I would have never thought I could do it until
Yeah.
I saw a bad open mic. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, well this is why like having shit happening is so important, eh?
Yeah.
Even if that venue didn't last that long, it's still so important.
Oh, yeah, I would have never tried it.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't think I would have if it wasn't there. I probably would have
funny, eh?
eventually. In hindsight, it was always going to happen.
Yeah. Get drawn to it eventually, eh?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
One time my ex-girlfriend, she's like, oh, do you think you wouldn't do it if your parents didn't get divorced? And I was like, if you were here any earlier, you would have known this was always going to happen.
Was always in your future.
Yeah, 100%. Like the freaking, like doing like drama-y stuff when I was younger and whatnot, and I was trying to be funny, ooh-la-dee-da, but yeah. Oh my God, it wasn't just the whatever my girlfriend thought.
It would be real funny if that was the only reason you did comedy is because your parents got divorced.
yeah. Don't know who's that for, but yeah, exactly.
If they got together about like 4 years, got back together like 4 years after.
I'm done.
When you're just finished, even if you're pretty good, you're like, oh, fuck now. So
got what I wanted, carry on. Didn't have to rebel that much.
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually started because they're real, have always been keen to do it, or whether how many people just try it. I guess to just start it, you probably have always been keen to do it more than not, eh? I don't know.
Like the people that do it and they're like, nah, I didn't really like it that much. I was like, what, how does that work? Like I was just talking to James Keating. He was telling me it was he never thought about doing it until he did a best man speech for his brother's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, I did it a little bit funny, and then some drunk uncle told me I should do stand-up, so he did it.
Awesome.
I was like, nice, good on you.
Good to know that drunk uncles still have an important role in society, eh?
Class.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Inspirational. Cheers for this, big dog.
Yeah, me and all this.
Hey, run out of
Hopes there's some usable shit in there.
Yeah, no, it's always good. Just until the like enthusiasm runs out, it's just two guys trying to force a conversation, and it's like no one wants to listen to that.
Yeah, totally.
And so yeah, feel like we've run out of enthusiasm, and that's fucking stellar. I got to the topics, improv, and
sick.
What was the other one I want to talk to? Oh, Billy T. But yeah, that's prime
Good
time.
on you, man. Yeah.
I'll just quickly rip an intro actually.
Oi, get out of it!